Lucas namtshela Lucas lakhatshela bangazithi ngwanze sijabulisa igazi lisegazini forever.
And it's like that in the football. When you don't score, you are always in a situation and the risk that you can concede the goal. Congratulations for Maro Mugalan for the points and hard luck for us.
This is the repeat actually of the game we played in the midweek. Lapse of concentration, 9 minutes of the game. Could have easily collected 6 points.
Singing delivery, and that's exactly what happens.
A warm good evening and welcome to it. It is the FNB Stadium. It's the home of Kaizer Chiefs and it is the venue there. They will be looking to get all 3 points and move themselves up the log table to position 3. Amazulu are the opposition today, and an Amazulu side who are sitting just outside of the top 8 will be eagerly hungry to get the 3 points themselves. For Kaizer Chiefs, it's a team that have played in the CAF Confederations Cup, and it's a club that are now in the second round of that preliminary stage. The hero of that occasion, Aidan McCarthy, you see him there, and it's a Kaizer Chiefs side that will be looking to re-establish themselves in terms of being an attacking force with Kaizer Mayo back in the starting lineup. He wasn't registered for CAF encounters. That is one of the changes made by the coaching pair of Khalil Ben Youssef and Cedric Kazi. On the other side, well, Amazulu, they have that man in Pule Exteen. He had a long time at Kaizer Chiefs in his playing days, doing the business for Chiefs from 2014 to 2019. Also coached by a man whose career was at Kaizer Chiefs in 10-1-1, Arthur Zwani, who from 99 to 2010 was out on the pitch for Kaizer Chiefs, and now a year into his job as a coach of Amazulu. Now, here is what the log table looks like. Chiefs sitting at this point with 14 points, 6th on the log, and a side that will want to overcome what has happened in the last 2 games. Just 1 point in the last 2 encounters against Kukuni as well as Golden Arrows. For Amazulu, they sit on the second half of the table, and in that second half, they're right at the top of that, but they come into this one on the back of a 3-1 defeat to TS Galaxy and a red card to key man Hlangabeza. So that's the situation. Lise Kazini, it is Betway Premiership time, and right here on the pitch side, giving their perspectives, is me, first and foremost, your jersey number 10, Thomas Mlomo, and then next to me, 2 teammates in their Banyana days. I've got Coach Simpiwe Dludlu, and at the far post, I've got Amanda Dlamini. Scheme, teammates, Ninjan. No, sure. I saw like you guys were just reliving the Banyana days.
When I get to number 10,
yeah,
petit defender no number 9 la, and what drop I was alive midfield. So I go to hippie 10. Ngoba mangiphethe Amanda isn't right.
Kelele.
Lalela, she hits the ball. So Mayo, I hope he watched clips of Amanda scoring with the head because she was hot.
Former top goal scorer in her playing days, Amanda Dlamini. Amanda, this field, right? Let's get straight into the conversation. Have you looked at the playing surface at the FNB Stadium tonight?
Very pristine.
Hey.
For a team like Kaizer Chiefs, Amazulu as well, they enjoy ball possession. They want to play it on the carpet. I think today, you don't belong here.
It is perfect. However, let's have a quick conversation around what it is that the Chiefs faithful that have made their way into the stadium will be maybe slightly concerned about. That's the last 2 games for Amakosi.
I mean, they conceded in the last 2 games, and that's something that Kaizer Chiefs will be looking at to say they started off well, because Peterson with 5 clean sheets, it has never happened since Kuna's days, you know, so it's something positive, but they shouldn't be too hard on their team because, you know, they concede less and they're scoring more, because in the past few seasons, Chiefs has been in the top 4 of the most conceding teams in the league.
Here's the game, the most recent encounter, the draw against Marumo Gallants. The upside, Kaizer Mayo, new signing, scoring on debut.
Yep, I thought this was very important for him, asserting his arrival, certainly, just showing his quality as well. One of those players that you need in the box. Kaizer Chiefs are a team that creates a lot of goal-scoring opportunities, but the conversion rate is very low. They are sitting on a goals for GF at 7. And if it is that they want a maximum points today, 3 points, they have to catch up with Sundowns, which are on 17.
Amanda, they beefed up this season. They went for striker after striker after striker. I mean, if you look at it, Igadoro, Mayo. Then if you look at what else is happening, Flavio Silva, Luke Bartman, and then what they already had, Lilepo, and you look at Dupria. This is a Kaizer Chiefs team that, when it's all clicking, will hurt opposition.
Absolutely, and you look at how they were playing in the last matchup. They played a 3-5-2, or they can even go to a 3-4-3, which means the coach is scouting players that will fit into the type of formation that they want to play. However, this is how they considered. They still had 5 defenders, which means now they have to speak, correlate even better, communicate to say, when do we close the spaces? When do we make the lines shorter for the opposition to take shots like this? Because Peterson was really hanged there, because Clifford, just, you know, he had all the time in the world to pick a spot, dribble Frosler and be able to shoot. Maybe that's why also Frosler is not starting today. The coach is saying, let's see what can happen if Solomon comes into that defense, because they want to keep another clean sheet, I'm assuming.
Amakosi, 1 goal in each of the last 8 games. They can't find goal 2, goal 3, goal 4.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's usually the midfield. I don't think that Kaizer Chiefs have found a compatible central pairing in midfield, because there's today also, maybe in the starting 11, there's a new central midfield pairing.
Now, what we're looking at here, Amanda, is the last time Chiefs scored 2 goals in a Betway Premiership encounter. First day of the season, it was against Stellenbosch. However, they played against a 10-man Stellenbosch. Nkwali was sent off 10 minutes into this game, so it again makes you think, okay, they got 2, but it was against 10 men.
Yeah, but of course, still, they need to get the confidence to score goals, and I think that's what it means. If it is that they are 10, Bapanish, they get more goals. But for me, it's dead ball situations, open and against the run of play. You need a Kaizer Chiefs that is a little bit creative with the passes, getting maybe the strikers into those areas which hurt the most. But for now, you're going to have a Dupria who's on the bench, maybe hasn't started as regular, but you brought Dupria last season or 2 seasons ago to be a solution up front. So I think it's just finding the balance of the attacking central midfield and creating those goal opportunities.
Well, that man there, Claudie Lilepo, has been key. Even over the weekend in the CAF Confederations Cup, he's the one that got Kaizer Chiefs back on level terms on aggregate. Massive, massive player for them this season.
He's in the box when he needs to. He takes shots on target. Sometimes he shoots a but it's important for him. No, sometimes he has to give a pass instead of taking a shot, but they profited from him taking that chance, because even how he scored the equalizer in the Confederations Cup, also in how he's contributed to how Chiefs attack. I love that with the formation they have and the strikers they have, he doesn't have to play dual role of being a striker, because Mayo is there being a reference point for them as a striker.
Kaizer Chiefs shoot. That's what they do. 38 shots on target this season. They're the 3rd highest shots on target in the league. It's just converting, Amanda. It's just the ball finding the net.
It is converting, but I think also you're finding a Kaizer Chiefs that has to adapt to something that they're not used to. You're not used to a Kaizer Chiefs that takes shots from outside range. They want to go down the wings, get you crosses, get it or feed it to the strikers, and get strikers on double figures in terms of their goal tally. So a Kaizer Chiefs that is taking that many shots outside the 18-yard box, for me, is a little bit concerning, because it speaks to the creativity. Make the box entries, make penetrating passes.
When ufuna ipensela, ufuna ukuthi ube mnandi bo.
Yeah.
Ufuna amathepini.
Bravery yokungena eboxini and be brave enough to have the composure and isolate defenders and make them to cause the fouls, and because that's how you see the prowess of a team and the confidence of a team. They are able to ukshama one to bangene boxini and be able to force those errors and profit from that, because this season you can see there's a difference in this Kaizer Chiefs team. They are playing with more confidence, more excitement, but they need to be consistent in doing that.
The elephant in the room How much disruption with the coaching situation when we see the two assistant coaches now in charge? Coach Nabi, it's now his 4th game where he will not be sitting on this bench.
It doesn't look like too much of a disruption simply because the 4 or 5 matches they played without the coach, Benga coach Ukono Rageko, it wasn't too much of a difference. And when he came back, and there was a lot of questions there. But however, this is the same man that brought the 2 assistant coaches here.
Yeah.
He put the team together, and I'm happy Guti there's continuity. They didn't remove the whole team of coaches. They still kept the 2 teams that the players are familiar with. They're still continuing with the scouted players, with the formations, with how they want to play this season as a team. And there's a whole lot of improvement in this Kaizer Chiefs team. Last season, this time, in Kaizer Chiefs, we were wondering if they'll even make it to the top 8. Kabanga in 7 matches. Right now, if they win today, they go to 3rd place. That is a resurgent Kaizer Chiefs that is doing things differently and deliberate about it. At home, they've gotten 8 out of 15 points. That's a positive. You asked what other fans should be looking forward to. Those are the positives.
Now, for Amazulu and what is going on as far as their